Good evening, everyone.
Howdo!
Welcome to Wacky Wednesday.
Wednesdays are losing.
You just had to get that one in, didn't you?
I did.
So, yes, so I do apologise for Monday. I was still waiting on my charger coming because we left it down at Bella's. 2, Chris's laptop gave up on Sunday. And 3, I wasn't going to go live via my phone because I had a little bit of an issue with my eyes on Monday.
Oopsie.
Yeah, no, I'd got like bags underneath my eyes, and I think it were a problem with my sinuses. I've got some photos, but I don't want to sort of put you off. We're showing you the photos, but let's just say I looked like I'd gone about 10 rounds with Mike Tyson on Monday. So that was another reason why I didn't go live. So, but as you can see, the issue has been resolved now. Same as I say, that could have been the reason why I've been having these bad headaches, because there was something going on with my sinuses. So, so yeah, so I think the issue's resolved at the moment. I don't think you can see any. They were like just here underneath my eyes, on both eyes. So so yeah, so they look terrible. I mean, Bella will tell you. I sent pictures to Bella. I sent them to Ian, and he says I didn't look well at all. So I can only assume it was something to do with my sinuses. So there you go. So normality has resumed. I've got my charger back, so I'm on my laptop. Only problem is Mr. P keeps nicking it because this has died. So it did have a message on it. Apparently it needs a new hard drive. So yes, and he's been to the doctors today. Well, he went for an asthma check, and he says while he was there, he asked for some cream, the cream that I have. And she says, well, doctor's got an appointment available. If you want to come wait in the waiting room, I'll get her to see you now. So that's what he did. And basically, she's told him he's got to go for an x-ray on his shoulder.
She thinks it might be arthritis.
Well, we've long since...
established it.
Yeah, well, we've long since suspected that it was arthritis. Let's just put it that way. So we come back with all sorts. Some of that cream, and now we're making fun of it because when I have it on my prescription, I have 2 big tubes. She's only gave him a little one. So sort of I've been making fun of him. Then he mentioned that like when he goes to sleep at night, it's only when he lays down his nose starts whistling. So she says, yeah, she says that's probably his sinuses. So anyway, moving swiftly on from Pixie's comment. He says it's only when I'm in bed at night. He says it's like my nose gets blocked up and his nose starts whistling. So she's now giving some nasal spray to spray up his nose. And he tried it out about an hour or so ago. And sort of just before I went live, he says, I've got to go to the toilet and blow my nose. He says, I think that nasal spray's loosened everything. Hiya, my lady. How are you?
Howdo, love.
Oh, she says, I hope you're well. Well, I was just saying, my lady, it's a bit of a we went to see Bella and I left my charger for my laptop down there. Chris's laptop gave up on Sunday, so Bella posted the charger out to me, and I could have gone live Monday evening via my phone, but I got like these 2 great big bags of water underneath both my eyes. And I suspected it was something to do with me sinuses, because I do have a lot of problems with my sinuses. So I weren't in no fit state to go live. Well, I'd have frightened everybody off. They'd have probably thought it was Friday the 13th. So you know, I says I'll sort of wait and see if, you know, it goes down, which obviously it has. So you know, I we're just assuming that it would, because I've been having quite a few headaches, and I think it's probably, you know, that's all to do with my sinuses. So so yeah, so that's basically the top and bottom of it. Is like yeah, me and Callum.
Yeah, headaches.
Oh right. So yeah, 1, I've got my charger back. 2, my eyes has gone down. So I mean, I did put a post in the community tab. Normality will be resumed if you can call me normal. So you know, here we are. You know, I'm as normal as can be, let's just say. But yeah, I looked atrocious. I'll just try and show you the picture that I took when I got up Monday morning. I mean, I might have to turn the volume, the brightness down, because it sort of display. Right, let's just have a look at this.
I've just seen somebody, Sheffield Wednesday crowd,
Yeah,
wearing a snowman onesie.
a snowman
A
onesie.
snowman, no, where's the light? A snowman onesie. Oh my God.
So this is the picture when I got first thing up Monday morning. Can you see it, sweetheart? Just let me know.
I will do when it comes up. Yeah. Up a bit.
So yeah, that is, I think that was the first one when I got up Monday morning. Hey, we've got Amjad in. This would talk a bit later on, like I think about 6:30 on Monday evening. So that's the 3rd one of the day. So that's what I had to contend with on Monday. So I didn't look the best. As you can see, the 2 things underneath my eyes. That's what I was having to put up with. So so yeah, so I wasn't you know, I wasn't I didn't want to sit in front of camera, let's just say. So yeah, so I you know, same as I say, I you know, there were several reasons. I didn't want to come on looking like that, you know. But as you can tell, it's a lot better now. It's a lot better than what it was. So you know, I still keep having yeah, and that's exactly what I said to Bella the other day. I was talking to Bella and I went, you know, I thought I was doing good after I had the shingles and whatever. I says, and now, you know, this happens. You know, what is it with me? You know, you know what I mean? Can't somebody cut me a break or something? You know what I mean? So so yeah. So I you know, it's like in December we says, oh, a new year, you know, let's have a better year than we did last year. I says to Chris the other day, I says, well, first 2 months haven't been much good, have they? So far, you know what I mean? Oh, see if you don't have an X-ray when you're pregnant, dear. That's about how much you know.
You don't for men.
You don't.
We're different.
Oh,
you have one of them things on your belly. I forget what you call it.
Yeah, ultrasound.
Yeah, we came by jelly smeared all over you.
Yeah, it's ultrasound.
Yeah, that's it. I know.
So yes, you know, you see the thing that's worrying me as well, I've got to go to the doctors on Friday for my B12 injection now. You know, no disrespect, you know, no disrespect to anybody, but same as I says, I'm in one of them categories where I'm, you know, in the more, you know, more prone to get it and die from it sort of thing because of my health issues. So it's sort of like scaring me going out anywhere, at least, you know. So, but you know, I've only got to go for me B12 injection, and it sort of scares me that I'm going out, and you know, but you see, the thing is as well, I got a notification. Hey, we've got Gordo in.
No, don't go, lad.
I got a notification yesterday. There were 40 confirmed cases. Gets up this morning, and it's more than doubled. It's been like 85 confirmed cases now. So it's like overnight, it's doubled. Well, more than doubled, actually. So, yeah, and people are saying, oh, well, you know, don't panic, don't panic. But when you've got underlying issues like myself, I'm okay. But, oh, he's picked his car up. Hi, custom wheel horse tractor. How are you?
Oh, don't custom wheel.
But yeah, you know, and it is bound to frighten people that have got underlying health issues such as myself. You know what I mean? It's sort of starting to scare me a little bit now. So some, as I say, to get that notification this morning that overnight the cases in the UK is more or less doubled from 40 to 85. You know, and people are saying, oh, well, you know, you're not going to catch it. You're not going to catch it. But you don't know. It's got like an incubation period, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? You don't know. You could be sat next to somebody that's actually got it that don't know that they've got it. Yeah. Yeah, but it's all right saying that, turn your notifications off, but ignorance isn't bliss. You know what I mean? You know, it's ignorance isn't bliss. You know, they're saying don't do things unless you've got to, and it's a case of, oh God, it says I only picked a tub Monday and handbrake cable snapped.
Oh dear.
But yeah, you know, it's sort of thing that I have to have this B12 injection. Otherwise, I feel absolute crap. Well, that's no to fresh. But you know, when you're in one of them vulnerable categories, it does worry you. So, you know, I mean, Chris is all right because he's otherwise healthy apart from his shoulder. But I've got a lot of health issues. I've got a low immune system, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? You said that other night. I caught. Hey, Bella. Hiya, Paul. How are you?
Hello, Paul.
Hiya, Bella.
Watch it, Bella.
I bet any money bars is watching Man City play the piggies, as we call them.
They call us pigs, we call them pigs.
Yeah, you see, this is it, my lady. It puts people that are having operations in a vulnerable position, doesn't it? You know what I mean? You know, and so same as I say, you know, it does get a bit worrying. I mean, I know everybody keeps going on about it, but it's sort of hitting home the realization that you know, it could happen to any one of us. Even people now that aren't left the country are getting it. So, you know. Oh, well, that's not too bad. But you know, it's you shouldn't be sort of having to do that if you've only just bought it, let's just say. But so yeah, so some as I say, Chris has had this thing to go for an X-ray and is going to leave it a little bit. Because same as I said, I says it's only going to confirm. I says what we already thought, that it's probably arthritis anyway in his shoulder. So it's just, you know, doctors want to confirm it, I suppose. But you know, unless his arm dropped off, you know, in the process. I mean, but some as I say, I'm riddled with arthritis in my shoulder, and my arms or my legs has not dropped off yet. So you know. So yes, she says I'm stopping in. I've stocked up with chocolate.
Lucy, no.
But you see, this is the thing as well. I'd done a dessert for Sunday, and I got some apples that needed using up. So I says to Chris, I says, I know what I'm going to start doing. I says, like apples or whatever. I've always got like blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries frozen in the freezer. So I says to him, I says, I know what I'm going to start doing. I says, I'm going to start making like apple pies and apple crumbles, and because I've got a load of foil things. Because when we've like previously, like when Callum's made anything at college, or we've had a shop bought cheesecake or anything, I've always saved the foil things, you know, the foil dishes. So I've got plenty of them to be, you know. I says to Chris, I says, I'm going to start making pies and crumbles. I says, at least there's one thing. I says, if, you know, people start panic buying and everything, I says, at least we're going to have apple pies or, you know, or something in freezer. Hiya, Andy, how are you? So, but yeah, that is on my to-do list, my lady. And also, I've been asked to do a Manchester tart as well, which is similar, but it's like custard and coconut. So yeah. I sort of, same as I've said, I've always got like frozen blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries in freezer anyway. So same as I said, you never know, like in weeks to come, I might feel ill and not want to make a dessert for Sunday. Oh, it says I've been working with another YouTuber designing T-shirts and helping with the website. There you go. I've got a rotten sinus infection and Baz is still suffering from sticky heart disease. Oh dear. Oh dear. But yeah, I've sort of downloaded. I've because see at school, my favourite were Manchester tart, and it's basically just like a pastry crust, raspberry jam, and then like a custard on top. You sprinkle it with coconut. So so that sort of thing that I was going to film. I think you'll like this one, my lady. A Angel Delight cheesecake. So I had all the stuff measured out and everything, and Chris's appointment at the doctor's was 20 to 4. Now I says, well, as soon as you get back, we'll get it filmed. But because she sort of held him back and he had to see the doctor, it was like getting on for about 5 o'clock by the time he got back. And I says, it's getting a bit too late now. So that's going to be filmed tomorrow. And it's obviously 3 layers of Angel Delight, chocolate, banana, and strawberry. All rolled into a cheesecake. So, you know, that sort of on the what's it tomorrow. But the only problem is with Chris's laptop giving up, his editing software was on his laptop. So I'm going to have to revert back to saying, well, you need 150 grams of digestive. You know, I've got to talk. If we go on lockdown, you can entertain us with baking. But you see, this is the thing. I've always got ingredients in. You know, every time we have any shopping, you know, chocolate, flour, sugar, you know, even, you know, suet, corn flour, you know, right down to dumpling mixes and, you know, all decorations and whatever. Oh, they run a German Shepherd YouTube channel. I'm a mod on their channel. I'm just saying sausage surprise again. So yeah. So same as I says to Chris, I says, well, you know, if supermarkets run out of everything, I says, at least we're going to have some things in freezer that we can rely on, you know, apple pies and whatnot. So we're not starved. So yeah, I've got one or two things in pipeline. So as regards you know, I have got a cornflake tart downloaded. See if I can find it. So right, I download everything onto my phone now.
Where's it gone?
Yeah, it's finding it because I've got that many on me on my phone. Oh, pardon you.
Pardon me, that's what I mean. Pardon me.
Hey, I tell you what else I downloaded the other day. Mr. P don't know about this.
Oh.
That's the Manchester tart, by the way. Can you see it?
Yeah, see it.
So that's the Manchester tart that I downloaded the other day. It's not a very clear picture, but hey ho. Mr. P don't know about this one. Yes, I have done, what were it? Strawberry pavlova, I think, on my channel.
Yeah, is it one of them?
Yeah. Chris don't know about this one, but this is a lemon meringue pie cheesecake. So he don't know that I've downloaded that one because I was going to surprise him with it. And that is a lemon pie meringue cheesecake. So there you go. So yeah. Will and Nesha. Oh yeah. So
Is that about that dog?
Oh.
German Shepherd.
Oh. So yes, there's a few in the pipeline, but I have made Bella. I think it was quite a while ago. If you look on my channel, I think it was strawberry pavlova, weren't it? Yeah. So
if you like to look at that,
yeah. So that one is it's obviously it's like a lemon meringue, but it's cheesecake. Obviously. But you see, that's one of Pixie's favourites. He absolutely loves lemon meringue. So I have already made lemon meringue on my channel, but this one is a lemon meringue cheesecake. So, you know, Chris will tell you, I've always... I'll see you rub it in. I'll tell you how it tastes. But yeah, I did think, you know, like we have in strawberries, raspberries, and blueberries. Oh, Gordo made a lemon and lime cheesecake. Ooh. I did think of doing like a mixed berry pavlova. But that one is like more for summer. Oh, you love Bella's channel. But I've been looking like more Easter, you know, Easter ideas. I'm looking into the Easter ideas now at the moment.
lemon and lime cheesecake.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what I saw on, I can't remember the name of the channel, but I was watching it obviously it was a baking channel. It was some Japanese, either Japanese or Chinese, one or two, and they did, I think it were a peach cheesecake, but they made it like proper peaches, not tin peaches or anything. And it were basically like they put cut the peaches in half, put them into containers, obviously took the you know, the stone and everything out of it, put them into soak overnight. Hi, WrestleMania, how are you, Scott?
Hello, Scott.
And it were more or less making it from scratch, and it were like a cheesecake, but then they did a layer of like gelatin with some raspberries, like the puree of the raspberries, and then on top of the, you know, put it in the fridge and let that set. Then actually peeled the peaches, put a layer of peaches on, and then did like a jelly layer. It looked absolutely fantastic, you know what I mean? But same as I've said, okay then, Amjad, I'll see you on Friday. Have a good night. So yeah, to me, yeah, it's doable by myself, but what I like to do is I like to do things that I know people can watch and then say, oh, I'm going to have a go at that. It looks easy enough to do. I'll have a go. You know what I mean? But to me, that was a lot of effort, and people had sort of get fed up after the first 2 or 3 minutes. You know what I mean? And it looked a bit too complicated. You know, same as I say, I could do it, but I don't like doing anything that's too complicated, because I like to think that people will watch my vlogs and say, yeah, I could make that. You know what I mean? So yeah, so that's the intentions of my baking vlogs. I want people to watch it and then go away and say, oh, I think I'll have a go at that recipe that Jeanette did the other day. You know what I mean? Oh, Mrs. G loves his tiramisu.
Oh.
So, you know, I mean, I sort of, I hunt through all these websites. I mean, like, take, for instance, today, I was looking through it was baking, but it was one like, how can I put it? Healthy, you know, and there were all desserts that were gluten-free and this, that, and other. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking to myself, I wished I could do something, you know what I mean? Unless somebody asked me to do it, I wouldn't normally. Oh God, it's moving, bloody. Benny's at it again. Oh, yeah, he says his name's Jamie, but his middle name's Scott. Like, same as I say, I added your on thing, and I had just assumed that, you know, because you're on there as.
Oh, hello, Jamie.
I used almond essence instead of alcohol. Oh,
that's sacrilege.
I have got almond essence as well. You see, I've got caramel, salted caramel essence. Oh, I've got all sorts. Peppermint, orange, all sorts. I've got all essences under it. I've got the bottom drawer of the, you know, the towel thing. It's basically all like food colouring and, you know, decorations. So Bella says, strangely enough, nobody asked me to cook anything. I've beat you to that one, my lady. I've already done one.
What's that? Whoa,
Cherry scones.
Those getting put off. Ow.
Let me just find it. No, that's muffins. I've got to find it, you see. Now, you know, when you want to, you can never find it. I've got no, that's not it. No, that's not it. Ah, white chocolate raspberry scones.
Oh.
Do they do a hazelnut essence? I haven't. Well, this one's white chocolate and raspberries. But I suppose you could do cherry, white chocolate and raspberry scones, but they obviously you'd make them in a circle and cut them into. I knew I downloaded one. I don't think with all the makeup in the world it'll improve your looks. You know, I've got fudgy blueberry brownies. I did make Malibu chocolate brownies, but neither Chris nor Callum were very fond of them.
No, I think you put too much Malibu in them.
Yeah. So yeah. Jamie's put, I never get requested to either makeup or cooking. Good thing too. Oh dear me. I tell you one that I did download for on the Easter theme. Avert your eyes if you don't if you're that is, what's that called? Easter cookie pie. So there you go. That is Easter cookie pie. So there you go. Does that look nice or does that look nice? So that is one of the recipes for on the Easter subject. That is Easter cookie pie.
As long as there's no carrots in it.
It's got them chocolate Easter egg things.
Oh, that'll do.
So this one is what were it? White chocolate lemon streusel bars, and it's basically like a lemon blondie.
Yes, we have in the past.
Yes, I did consider like mugs and t-shirts and things like that, Gordo. Hey, we've got I get a lot of requests daily to play music, and anyone would think I was a DJ. But this one is it's from an American site, and it's blueberry gingerbread loaf.
You haven't got no blueberries.
Yeah.
About 20 bags in freezer.
There you go. That's what did I say? Blueberry gingerbread loaf. So yeah. Tea Public make it so easy to make me.
Weddings have lost.
And another one, because I've always got plenty of have a tea towel done. I suppose I could do. This one is a pretty easy. It is a strawberry pound cake, and as everyone knows, the pound cake is very well known in America. So that's a strawberry pound cake. So yeah, so I suppose that is just your ordinary strawberry pancake. So no, it don't cost £1 to make. I'm going to hit somebody in a minute or throw something at him. But I always say that, Ian. You know, it begins with F and ends in F.
Yeah. Maybe aimed at me, and then she just says it anyway.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you something now. Me and Bella were talking earlier on. Chris had been to the doctor's, and she'd give him this thing to have an X-ray on his shoulder, and we were saying, don't go to hospital because, you know, you blah, 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 because this coronavirus. And I went, yeah, go, I says, and then you can put yourself in quarantine for about a month. You know what I mean? Not that I'm trying to get rid of him or anything.
Much.
Yeah. So yeah, I've considered, like, you know, tea towels, cups, you know, and things like that. Same as I was saying, just for the time being, till we get Chris a new laptop, I'm going to have to start doing the vlogs where I talk in them now, because obviously the editing software was on his laptop. The thing with the green screen were on his laptop. So basically, we're back to basics until he gets a new laptop. So at the moment, or, you know, I'll get my son to send you designs, lol, without Chris's face. But yeah, I sort of don't, how can I put it? I want something more on the lines of, I want my face on it, but I don't want like a picture, more like a cartoony thing, if you know what I mean. And I think something like with a what you call them, memes or whatever, you know what I mean? I was sort of thinking on them lines. I mean, we have talked about it for quite some time now, you know, to you know, people that want to buy merch, etc. So you know, I mean, I did look on what were it I looked on? No, it were Vistaprint, weren't it? Yeah, but the expensive off of Vistaprint. Yeah, like yours, Bella. You know, that like cartoonified thing that you've got, something similar to that. She says like an emoji, but yeah, not an actual picture of me, but like more like a meme or an emoji, or, you know, something like that, like what, you know, what you've managed to do. I'll tell him. You know what I mean? Because this is the thing. We got talking a few weeks back, and I was saying, like, I'm a member of quite a few groups on Facebook, but a lot of the groups are professional bakers. You know, they do it as a profession, as a business, etc. And I basically said, oh, Bella's going to do me one. Ooh. You know, and I says, at the end of the day, when all's said and done, I'm just a hobby baker. So somebody said, you ought to put Jeanette Pickering, the hobby baker. A character, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. I don't want the actual picture, but like a cartoon character of myself. But yeah, so yeah, you'll have to talk to her nicely, and she might do.
I always do, my wonderful Bella.
He's creeping now, Bella. Yeah. Oh dear. He's got it creeping when he wants something. Oh dear.
So done it, I can go back to normal then.
Yeah. That means no, she's not do you one then. Oh dear. So yeah, so I mean, somebody sort of suggested put, because everybody knows me as Jeanette Pickering. And then somebody says, well, why don't you put or change your name to Jeanette Pickering, the hobby baker? But it's like a bit of a mouthful. You know what I mean? I want, same, but I did like a, you know, on the Canva thing, Bella, because my intro's on Chris's laptop. I did like a thing on that Canva, and it says, thank you for watching. It's got a picture of my face. And then it do you want your face or something else, Chris?
My face.
Oh dear. But but yeah, you know, so I says to Chris, I says, well, because sort of my intro and everything's on Chris's computer, we have found out what it is, Bella. It came up with a thing saying it's hard drive. So it looks like hard drive's kaput. So, you know, it's a case of ringing I mean, I don't know how much an hard drive would cost for that laptop. You know, are we talking more than laptops worth? She says, I never meant that. So yeah, so we were having discussion other day, you know, if it's only going to cost 50 quid, let's say, we'll have it done. Oh, it's me knocking it flying now. It's all right, I'm laughing. She's sort of like on back of his chair and she's sort of got a paws on top of his chair and she's like that with her head looking over, but she's down back of him. Yeah. So yeah, she's sort of got a bum on the arm of the chair, but she's sort of like that.
No, it's on my seat.
Oh, I thought she was sitting on arm.
Like that, lengthways.
How can she be comfortable like that?
Yeah, especially with that bum.
Do you know, I've never known a cat like it. She says, I would have suggested a dishcloth as opposed to a tea towel. Same as I say, Bella, I don't really know, you know, what, I don't know what, it's thinking, you know, I don't want to have, let's say, 10 tea towels done and then not sell a single one. I want something that people are gonna, that people are gonna buy. You know what I mean? I don't, same as I say, I don't really know a lot about merch. So it's a case of doing a bit of research. I'm being saucy to Chris. Yeah, it's knowing what to, you know, same as I say, I've never dealt with merch, so I don't know whether to go with mug option. You don't know it. You've got to do your research. You know what I mean?
I can do you a 10-foot blow-up detail one if you want.
We will need detailed pic of Chris to choose from. Oh dear.
It'd be my key,
well, and you got some nice pics on Instagram.
Yeah, but not on me. I've got some on Facebook, I think.
Yeah, but my lady's not on Facebook.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll let her send you some, my lady. I've probably got some somewhere, but some say
tea public.
T-shirt.
A cup of tea in public. I don't know. Oh, excuse me.
He knows what we like. He takes no bloody notice. I bet it's too in. Mind you, I bet football's finished now, hasn't it?
Yeah, but it's both. It's quarter-final draw now.
Ah, right. So yeah, same as I say.
She just realised that she was in an awkward position.
Oh, you are on Facebook. Well, add me, just Jeanette Pickering. That's my name on Facebook, or Chris Pickering.
Thousands of us.
That crap Sheffield been playing, yeah, but it was other team tonight. They played last night.
We won these
yeah, they won their game 2-1 away from home yesterday, but it's other piggies that have been played tonight.
They lost.
So yeah, just add both me and Chris if you want. I'm so sure if you look through either on us photographs on there, you know, you'll find something suitable. You don't have to buy anything. That that way. T-Public do it all for you. You just get, you just get a percentage. Oh. So I don't actually buy anything. I give them people a link to the merch.
So
and
we get samples. No, serious.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. What you'll have to do, Gordo, you'll have to send Chris a link to it and we'll have a look.
Football crap, it don't matter. Well, says our second, well, she would go.
Well, I'm going to tell you a story now. Like, when Chris's team's always been on telly, I've been relegated to the kitchen. Either wash pots, put washing machine on, or bake something. Because Chris says when I go out of room, his team always scores, right? So anyway, they were playing last night. I was in the room. I was sat dawdling about on my PC, and they scored after about, I don't know how long, 18 minutes, 8 minutes, I don't know.
5 second minute.
Well, I don't know how long it were before they scored. I weren't watching it. So anyway, I was actually in the room when they scored. So I get up and I says, right, I says, I'm going to the toilet. I says, I'm going to wash pots. So that's what I did. Goes to the toilet, goes in kitchen, runs bowl and everything to wash pots. I could hear him swearing. So I'd finished washing pots and I come in and he says, don't you move a muscle. He says, because you went in there, he says, other team scored. And I went, well, I can't win, can I? You know, he says, you know, previous matches, I've been told to get in kitchen and stay in there till match is done. Now, last night, because I went in there and done pots and everything, he told me I'd got to sit there. He says, you don't move now. He says, till match is finished. So, I mean, I don't exactly what's it, Ian, but I have to endure it. The same as I say, I weren't watching it because I was tinkering about on my PC. So, but I thought, they're watching match. I needed to go to lab, and I thought, well, while I'm up, I'll go and wash pots. And I got told off for doing it. Now, normally I get relegated to kitchen. I thought, well, I'm all right here. I can't win either way. So, you know, it's, you know, either way, I'm either relegated to kitchen or not, or I can't move. So, but anyway, that's it. Enough about football. But if Man City are not winning, I go to the bedroom. Even Tess hides under the table. Well, I'll just give you an example, Bella. Like, same as Chris says, they scored after 2 minutes last night. I think they could hear him down at Bramall Lane because they go absolutely crazy. Oh, ow. I'm pulling because it's a bit tight around my neck. So I'm pulling my top down and my hand slipped and I cracked my laptop. But yeah, some as I say, they cheered that loud, they were going crazy. And I reckon they heard them down at Bramall Lane. And they weren't even playing at home. So, but yeah, some as I say, it does my head in. I just keep my gob shut. Some as I say, we sending me charger yesterday. I thought, right, that's it. I'm going on my laptop, bugger them pay. So I was just like scrolling through either YouTube or Facebook or whatever, you know what I mean?
I've already in the morning when I get up.
Yeah, got up this morning and I went, where's my laptop gone? And I went, yeah, it's over here.
You know how it feels, don't you?
so somebody, I said somebody had whisked it away. So yeah, so just until Chris gets either sorted or he gets a new laptop or whatever, going back to basics with baking vlogs, you know, I'm going to talk, you know, you need so much of this and so much of that, and you know, whereas before you know, Chris would put headings on and everything, but he can't do that because everything's on his laptop. So I says, well, this vlog that I'm doing tomorrow, it's not all that complicated. I'll just say, you know, you need so and so and you need so and so and blah blah blah. Yeah, it might be a bit longer than normal, but you've got to make do with what you've got, if you know what I mean.
Oh, Sheffield United home game.
Oh.
First start at the pot.
Oh. So right.
We got.
No.
Arsenal.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll do then.
No, it's not. It's a cheesecake, Ian. It's that Angel Delight cheesecake. So it's not actually baking, but hey ho.
Ooh, Man City, Newcastle, Man City.
So I'll just see if I can find a picture. Oh, there it is. So that's the picture, Ian. It's an Angel Delight cheesecake. So in essence, no, it's not a baking vlog, but it's I mean, not everything I do is a baking vlog. So yeah, if you can see, it's a layer of chocolate Angel Delight, a layer of banana Angel Delight, and the top layer is strawberry Angel Delight. Oh yeah. So anyway, so as such, it's not baking, but yeah. So yeah. As I was showing everybody earlier. Now this is the baking vlog, Ian. That one is Manchester tart. So that one is a baking, because you have to bake the case. That is a Manchester tart. That is a request by Mr. Baz Burton. If you can remember it from school dinner days. So
last week.
not that one, I didn't. The Angel Delight one I did.
You want a coffee?
Yes, please. But same as I say, you know, it's not everything I do is actually involves baking. So yeah, Chris has got to go for an X-ray on his shoulder. So, but he's been warned not to go. Is it buffering or is it just me?
Huh?
Is it? It's buffering. I'm laughing at what Ian's put. Can't believe they named a cake after the X. What place is this? What do you mean, what place is this? Oh dear. So, but yeah, it. Oh God. Bella's dropped a vape pen in a coffee now. Oh dear.
Coffee flavoured vape.
Yeah. Give a bit of a twist to it. Oh dear. Oh dear. True. Oh dear. But yeah, I think it's going to hang fire on the X-ray for a little while. Because there has been 2 people in the Hallamshire hospital that he's got to go to. In there with this coronavirus, so hence the reason why he's a bit hesitant to go to that hospital, because there's 2 people in that hospital with coronavirus. So yeah. Hiya, Healthy Home Cooking. Not really. Who is it? She was from Manchester as well. We had Alpine. Oh dear. So do tell me who you are, Healthy Home Cooking. Or better still, I could check your channel out, see if I can guess. So yeah. Ah, I know who it is. It's yeah. I was just gonna say it. Having looked at your channel, I thought, can I sort of surmise from looking at your channel, it is Jamie's wife. So yes, I sort of surmised from looking at you. I thought I do like to sort of work these things out. Yeah. Thank you for. I do appreciate coming in. So yeah. Just been on about vlogs and whatever, and you know, my next well, baking / cooking vlog is going to be Angel Delight cheesecake. No, pardon me. Now I don't know whether in the USA whether you have Angel Delight. It's a bit like Cool Whip, but you mix it, you know, essentially you mix it with milk when you're having normal Angel Delight, but obviously because it's a cheesecake, you use what you call powdered sugar and cream cheese and whatnot. So yeah, it's quite simple. But growing up, I loved Angel Delight. So Baz has said, quick, Baz has gone in the loo, I'm going to nick his vape. Oh dear. And then comes back and they'll say, where's my vape gone? So yeah, so it's a layer of like obviously like a biscuit base. We use digestives, but obviously in the USA it's graham crackers. A layer of chocolate Angel Delight, a layer of banana Angel Delight, and topped off with a layer of strawberry Angel Delight. So, and then basically just, you know, decorate it as you wish, sprinkles and whatever, you know what I mean? So I'm quite looking forward. That's sort of what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. So yeah, you know, it's not exactly healthy, like, but you know, it's a childhood favourite of mine, which is Angel Delight, and what's next best thing is an Angel Delight cheesecake. So you know, that sort of, I was going to do it today, but Chris had to go to the doctors and got a little bit waylaid. So by the time he got back, it were chocolate, banana and strawberry Angel Delight. So it's a layer of each. A layer of chocolate Angel Delight, a layer of banana Angel Delight, and a layer of strawberry Angel Delight. So yeah. So yeah, you know, no baking involved as such, you know, just a food processor and a very long process where you have to let it set and everything.
Good evening.
So yeah, and Callum's been off. Well, when I say he's been off this week from college, you've got the chef that he's working with has been in London. But on a Tuesday he does like English. So we had to go in yesterday. I remember see you mate Brookies. I think that was what they called, yes. Yeah. Well, I've just been saying Chris, who's Pixie's channel, his laptop gave up on him on Sunday, and he does all my editing and everything for me and the green screen and everything. But because it's sort of packed up, I'm going to have to go back to basics and sort of talk through it.
Well,
Because the laptop I'm using at the moment is only watching too many dodgy videos. It says, right, the star has arrived. Guess who it is? It's Baz. Who's Man City got next then?
Newcastle.
I'm not bothered about that small team.
They've got Newcastle.
Oh, is that it?
Oh, Pixies, Jamie warned me about him. Yeah. Jamie's wife.
Oh, right then.
Newcastle. Yeah, so Chris has just been watching it. They've got Arsenal. So
Arsenal at home. That's us into semi-finals. I'm saying it here and now.
So yeah, so yeah. I mean, they quite cheap to make actually, because Angel Delights are only like 50p for a sachet. So
Arsenal fan TV.
I loved Angel Delight. Anyone remember drink? Yeah. They still actually. Something's going to go flying here because Benny's.
Well, push him off then. Take him off.
They actually still do that. You know the Bird's trifle mixers, Bella. They still actually do dream topping in them. So yeah, so sorry about Chris has moved Benny. I don't like shoving him off while I'm on. So yeah, so
he's gonna go back on.
Obviously it's not just Angel Delight because it won't set on a cheesecake, but you have to mix like icing sugar, cream cheese, and double cream in with the dream topping.
This is what she...
Baz has put Benny a tack. It's all right. He insists on lying behind the laptop, but then he sits up and he's you know, he sort of like sends everything flying
And he's attracted to laptops.
So yeah, and he loves the warmth from the laptops. Test Nicky's pork pie.
Pork pie knicker.
Yeah, pork pie knicker. So yeah, so that's what I will be doing tomorrow. I loved it and I can't stand real cream. But you see, the thing is, Bella, without cream or cream cheese or icing sugar, the dream topping, you've got me on. The Angel Delight wouldn't set.
What?
Yeah, he's put a link in. I think that's to Angel Delight. Bella says, I've just got notification. You were like, it's only about just over an hour too late, Bella. But yeah, so yeah, it did get like a message come up. It is actually the hard drive. So we either gonna see if we can ring round and see how much it's going to cost to repair it. But if it's going to cost, you know, a considerable amount to repair it, you may as well wait and get a new one. So yeah, but you see, he's got all his, like, he uses Filmora, you know, and he's got my intro and everything on his laptop.
Get all that back just by downloading one of your videos and putting it out.
Yeah, hang on a minute. Yeah, see you morning.
Good night, everybody. See you morning.
So yeah, so you know, but same as ours says.
News, I told you. BBC.
That's it. You say that I'm worst one for it.
Yeah.
So yeah. So what we said was, because I wanted to film this vlog tomorrow, I had to sort of say, well, you know, this is what you need, you know, digestive biscuit, but say it instead, you know. My lady says good night, Callum.
Good night, my lady.
So yeah, so it's sort of just for this one, going back to basics until we get something sorted. Same as Chris says, it can. What lunatic came up with?
What are you doing?
That's my application form.
What is it?
I don't know. I'm going to have a look.
Marmite peanut.
Oh,
Oh,
Marmite peanut butter.
Marmite and no peanut butter.
Is that what you call it nowadays when you view dirty channels? You hard drive goes out. Yeah. But you know, same as Chris says, he's had it quite a few years, and it's sort of, it doesn't owe us anything, if you know what I mean. Yeah, Wakey said night, kiddo.
Good night, Wakey.
Night, Wakey.
But yeah, same as Chris says, you know, it could do me intro, like just cutting it from one of my previous videos. It's just the fact that, you know, I don't tend to talk now when I do the you know, when I'm filming a vlog. But I says on this occasion, I'm probably going to have to say, well, you need like 150 grams of digestive biscuits and so much melted butter, and you know, just on this occasion. Callum.
What?
So yeah, you know, same as I said to Chris, I says, rather than sort of go months or whatever, because they don't know when, you know, he's going to be getting another laptop if it's too expensive to repair. So you know, I don't want to go months without putting a vlog up. Baz says, hi, Callum. He's just going to bed, Baz.
I'm going to bed, Baz.
He says, hi, Callum, night, Callum. So yeah, so it's a case of making do at the moment. It's not Jamie, it's Scott. It's all right, we've been calling him Scott for all this time, and
yeah, he's never corrected us up until now.
And there says my name ain't actually Scott, it's Jamie, but my second name's Scott. So yeah, you know, it's but I enjoy doing, you know, I enjoy doing the baking and the vlogs and everything. You know, it's nice to catch up with my friends like I am doing tonight on a live stream, but I like, you know, the cooking and baking, you know what I mean? It's nice to see the end result when you've you know, when you've baked or cooked something, you know what I mean? It's nice to see the end result, you know, and thinking, you know, I've made that and so on. You enjoy eating them. You didn't when I made them Malibu brownies.
How many's after that though?
Yeah, I mean, you did have some, but At first he says, oh, you can't taste Malibu in it. And then he had a bit more and he says, oh yeah, you can taste Malibu. So I'm thinking, where you put my coffee? That's it. Bella says, my name is not really Bella, but too sexy Jeanettes is too much for anybody. So yes, Bella's name is actually Jeanette.
It's not. It'll always be Bella.
The same as would say, even now, I still call her Bella. I don't call her Jeanette, even though her name is Jeanette. So, but yeah, I mean, you know, while we aren't subject to it, not Beauty on a Budget, aka Bella as we know her, it's actually a Bella. She's a Jeanette. So, but she sort of says to me, were your grandmother a part Italian and she used to call her Bella Bella? So that's where Bella comes into it. But, you know, I don't want to confuse you too much. Chris, shut up, can't hear Jeanette. He's gone in love now, Baz.
Yeah, but I can shout.
Well, this is it. Nobody calls her Jeanette. You see, and even though we know her as her name's Jeanette, we still call her Bella. So, but yeah, Callum's filled 3 applications in today for he's wanting to do her indoors. He's wanting to do volunteer work. Now, one of them is yeah, South Yorkshire Fire and Rescue. So then there's another one, Sheffield Cathedral, and the other one is something to do with the blind, I think. So we've filled them all in. We've just got to come up with some references now. So, but yeah, he's wanting to do a bit of voluntary work. You know, want to get him out socialising a little bit more, getting to meet new people. He says that's not nice. Chris saying that about Jeanette. I don't care what he calls me, Baz, so long as it's not rude. So, but I had to laugh earlier on. When he went to see the doctor, he got on about, like, when he goes to sleep, when he tell him to join the Jehovah's, when he goes to bed and he lays up on his back, his nose whistles. Now, she was saying something about his sinuses could be blocked, blah, blah, blah. So she's giving him some of this, like, nasal spray. So he says to me earlier on, he says, oh, I'm going to give this nasal spray a whirl. So anyway, he sprays it up his nose. So then, he says, I reckon that nasal spray's working. He says, it's loose and summer. He says, because I need to go and blow my nose. So, but it aggravates him more than it does me, because obviously I've got my CPAP machine and I can't hear his nose whistling when I've got my CPAP machine on. But he says, you know, he says, oh, it started to get on my nerves now. He says, when I try to, you know, when I'm laying on my back, he says, I can hear my nose whistling. He says, and it starts aggravating me. So she's getting some spray to spray up his nose. So yeah. And then he's asked her for some of that, you know, that cream that I have. It's I analgesic cream. Okay then, Bella, thanks for coming in, and I'll see you on the next one. So yeah, so it says I'm going to ask her for some cream for my shoulder, but she's only gave him a little diddy. She only gives him a little a little diddy tube, whereas I have two big ones like that. I better not turn it that way. Oh, it ain't got my address on it anyway. That's what I have anyway. So yeah, so I have to have two big ones. Try recording it, put it through auto tune. So yeah, so that's what I have. And it's an analgesic cream, I think it says. Yeah, local analgesic cream. But you see, the one that she's gave him is only a little one. I have two big ones. So so yeah, for the past, I don't know, couple of months, it's been nicking mine. So get halfway through, I've been running out. So I said to him, well, if you're going up to see nurse, ask her to give you some of that cream. So yeah, so she's giving some, but it's only a small tube. But at least I got to use mine, so it might last a bit longer now. But oh, he's on love, Ian. So did you get them things off here?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it says yeah, he's got it. Put some preparation H up his nose. No, it not stopped the whistling. So yeah, so he's come back with. He initially went for an asthma check. So it was on like two different inhalers, a brown one and a blue one, Ventolin and Clenil, I think it is. But she swapped it for what? Just the one now. Yeah, his reply was of a kingfisher. So yeah, so the purple one that she's gave him is like a combination of the two. So he only has to use one inhaler now instead of two. So basically, she says, see how you go on this one inhaler. Oh, he's winding me up. So anyway, same as I say, I can't normally hear whistling from his nose anyway, because I have a CPAP machine, so I don't hear it anyway. Preparation H is good for wrinkles. I'll have to remember that one, my lady. What we but my face is a lot better than it were Monday. Some as I say, I don't know whether it were me, it were me sinuses or what it were. I've just put it down to the fact that, sometimes when my sinuses is blocked or something's going off with me sinuses, I've had it before, but only on one side, but this particular time it ran both sides. So I don't know what we're going off. So some as I say, it calmed down. It weren't as bad yesterday, but it's like virtually, back to normal today. So but initially we thought it were an allergic reaction to something, but same as I says to Bella, I seem to think it with my sinuses, because I've been having quite a few bad heads, you know what I mean, and you tend to have bad heads when you've got problems with your sinuses. Don't let your coffee go cold. So so yeah, You know, my hair's in that messy stage at the moment as well. You know, it's sort of growing, but it's sort of like in that messy stage. So that's why I tie it back and whatever. So it's a little bit messy at the moment. Oh, pardon me. That's because I've been having that coffee. So, has anybody got any plans over the weekend? No, you're not. No, nobody's going near my ear with a bowl. So Chris is on about. Okay then, my lady. Same as I say, mine's just Jeanette Pickering on Facebook. Chris is Chris Pickering, so you should find us easy enough. And I'll see you. I'll see you again soon. Yeah, hide away from it. But you see, this is the thing. Is had a form thing that he's got to take to Almshire Hospital. Yeah, you can reach us through the links on YouTube about page. Yeah. So yeah, so the doctors actually gave him like a thing to go. It's like you ain't got to make an appointment or anything. You could just go anytime you like between certain hours. But it's at Almshire Hospital, and there's 2 people in Almshire with this coronavirus. So I was a bit hesitant at going. So, you know, plus I've got to go to doctors. Like Chris says, when he actually went today, he actually went to see the nurse about his asthma check. So she said, he asked her about this cream, and she says, well, I can't do that prescription for you. She says, you'll have to see the doctor. So when he messaged me and said, I've got to see doctor, I thought he meant, like they tell everybody, ring up at 8:30 in the morning. And he says, no. He says, she sent me out into the waiting room. She's had a look on system, and the doctor has got a spot free. So she sent him out into the waiting room. Now that never happens, because, you know, you've either got to be dying to get an appointment at doctors. So I don't know whether people are not going to the doctors for that reason. But anyway, he just went out into the waiting room, and then he went to see the doctor. She sent him for an x-ray on his shoulder because she thinks it's arthritis. But I've got to go on Friday for my B12 injection, which I have to have every 12 weeks. The same as I says to Chris, you know, I'm a little concerned because I'm in the vulnerable category.
No, but I walked up to doctors earlier. There was nobody there.
So, well, this is probably why, because people are scared to go to doctors.
Exactly.
For that same reason. But same as I was saying earlier on, like last night there were like 40 confirmed cases. Gets up this morning, it's doubled, and it's at now 85. So it's like doubled overnight. So I think everybody's a little bit scared. I mean, you know, myself included, because I fall in the vulnerable category, if you know what I mean. You know, it is a little bit concerning, let's just say. I mean, we were watching Good Morning Britain yesterday, and there was a guy, and it's from the UK, but it was in Wuhan in China, and he's been in quarantine since December. But, you know, I mean, I was talking about this other night to Bella earlier on. You know, it says, oh, Boris has got a contingency plan, but nobody knows what it is. You know what I mean?
Hides and we get it. That's what it is.
But it's, you know, it is worrying for such as myself that it could be, you know, my immune system shot, you know, so I won't stand a chance if I came into contact with it. You know what I mean? So, so yeah. But you see, another thing that I've noticed as well, you know, the Department for Work and Pensions, they've now, like for years, they've outsourced the assessment process to Capita, Atos, and whatever, and they've suddenly, all of a sudden, admitted that it weren't working to outsource it to independent contracts. So so basically they're saying from by 2021 that they're going to do it in-house, something like that. So you know, and they're going to in essence, each like PIP, ESA, universal credit and everything are going to basically talk to one another electronically, which don't happen at the moment. So but this is what gets me mad. We're on universal credit. I'm also on employment support allowance, and I'm also on PIPs. Now, I had a form come not so long back from Universal Credit saying I've got to fill this form in about an assessment for me capability to work. You know what I mean? And I says to Chris, I says, if they talk to one another, they'd know I can't work. You know what I mean? It's a case of the right hand don't know what left hand's doing.
Why don't they just link it all like everybody else?
Well, that's what I were reading out to you earlier on. They're on about linking them all up electronically, so people that are disabled ain't got to keep going for these assessments for separate benefits.
Like every other workplace, they're all connected, so why can't these?
Exactly, and that's what I've said all along.
Blanks.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I think, you know, it's like I'm on employment support allowance. I ain't had to go for an assessment these past 2 times. Now, Universal Credit should look at that and say, well, no, she hadn't had to go for one because she's, you know, yeah. And this is exactly what I'm saying. ESA have deemed me not, well, what they call it is limited capability to work. Now, they know that, but them at Universal Credit are saying, well, we don't know that. So they got me filling this blooming format, and then sort of saying, well, you could be entitled to an extra so-and-so every month. It might be worth your while filling it out. So I filled it out, sent it back, but I've not heard a dicky bird since, and that was in January. So, in actual fact, I've not heard anything from them since I filled that questionnaire in. So, you know, and same as Chris says, well, if ESA don't want you to go for a face-to-face assessment, then why should you have to go for a face-to-face assessment for the ESA? Not the ESA, for the Universal Credit. PIPs don't send you for an assessment. Nah. So, you know, it's the same as I say, it's a case of the right hand don't know what the left hand's doing. It's a typical case of the right hand don't know what the left hand's doing.
Exactly.
So, right, we've gone down to 3 watching. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to shut it down. Normality will be resumed on, well, same as I say, yeah, I'll be here Friday anyway. So, yeah, I can't see point in like sort of sitting talking to myself for, just 3 people. So I will see you all on Friday, hopefully. Thank you for coming in. And yeah, exactly. I'm not normal anyway. So I'll see you all on Friday. Bye for now.
Bye.